Good evening, welcome to the Oconee County Board of Commissioners meeting. Today is Tuesday, August 10th, 2023. After a moment of silence, I ask Mark Saxon to lead us in the pledge to the flag. Please stand. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item of business is to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second. Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, motion carries. Next item is the statements and remarks from citizens. This is anything not on the agenda tonight. Any statements or remarks from commissioners?
That's right.
We do have some citizen advisory group appointments that are available. We have Oconee County Planning Commission. That's for 2 appointments starting on October 1st, 2023 through September 30, 2027. Recreation and Social Committee, 5 appointments in October 2023 and expire September 2025. Also, Oconee County Beautiful Commission, that's 1 appointment for this 2023-2025. Anybody for application, you can always go to our website. We have a special recognition tonight for Mr. Wendell Dawson, who's chairman a very long time here, did a lot of great things. It didn't take long after becoming chairman, looking again to see how much impact Wendell had for not only Oconee County, but the entire region. So we have a special resolution we're going to come out from it. And, Commissioner Hart is going to read that for us, and then Mr. Beck.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's certainly an honor to have been asked to read this resolution tonight, honoring Wendell and Betty Dawson, and for providing the naming of the Oconee County Park facilities in their honor. As a point of personal privilege, I want to thank Wendell and Betty for your friendship over these many years. Of course, I've known Wendell for a long time, but I really got to know Mary Watkins when Wendell was the city attorney. And fortunately, he kept out of jail, thank goodness. And there was a few times there where it was questionable, right? But you were very kind to me and afforded me a lot of opportunities during my career. And I appreciate that very much, both you and Betty, for what y'all have done for this community and for me personally. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to read the resolution tonight. Whereas Wendell Dawson has served his country, state, and county in a long and honorable career, and his wife Betty Dawson has been a constant support and help in all of his service. Whereas their roots in and love for Oconee County are deep and abiding, and determined their roles here for all their lives. Whereas Wendell Dawson served his country in the armed forces in a difficult and trying time with integrity and commitment. Whereas Wendell served his state in numerous appointments with offices in the Association of County Commissioners of Georgia, the Northeast Georgia Regional Development Commission, various state of Georgia advisory boards, and of course the Upper Oconee Water Basin Authority. Whereas Wendell served his fellow citizens of Oconee County, as he often said, as a country lawyer, but he did it with skill and passion for over 50 years. Whereas Wendell served as the attorney for the city of Watkinsville for 10 years, the Oconee County School District for 18 years, and Oconee Oconee County for 10 years. Whereas Wendell served as an elected member of the Board of Commissioners for 4 years and served as chairman of the board for 12 years. Whereas Chairman Wendell Dawson possessed vision, drive, and passion for making Oconee County second to no other place, understanding when the county needed to commit to regional efforts and when it should go its own way. Whereas in pursuing that vision through the efforts of Chairman Dawson, Oconee County was a leader in the permitting and construction of Bear Creek Reservoir, along with the establishment of the Upper Oconee Basin Water Authority, and beginning the efforts which also led to the creation of the Hard Labor Creek Reservoir, thus ensuring the county and the region ample water supply for the decades to come. Whereas Chairman Dawson consolidated the county water and sewer infrastructure under county control and took the important steps necessary to provide for growth coming to the county and to use that infrastructure to channel and manage that growth. Whereas Chairman Dawson understood the need for balanced growth to support the county and the schools and committed county resources to the development of the X Bridge Road and Oconee Connect area, securing donations of property for right-of-way, state grants, developer assistance to spark the retail growth, which has been vital to this balance. Whereas Chairman Dawson committed resources and brought his deep experience to bear in the never-ending process of improving zoning and subdivision ordinances and steering the development in a thoughtful and careful manner. Chairman Dawson understood the importance of bringing professionalism to the county staff and hiring exemplary staff members who contributed and were integral to these efforts. Whereas Chairman Dawson was committed to the youth of Oconee County and providing recreation opportunities to them and all the citizens of Oconee County, and led in making significant improvements to the county facilities at Permanency Michael Park, the Boulevard Sports Complex, also acquiring the property and beginning the development of the Heritage Park, and began the discussions which led to the creation of the Veterans Park. Whereas Betty Dawson has been involved and very active in supporting Wendell throughout his professional and service careers as his constant companion, advisor, and supporter. Whereas in the improvements to the infrastructure under Chairman Dawson, the county acquired the property known as the Rocky Branch LAS site, which has served our county's needs prior to the expansion of the Call Creek Water Reclamation Facility. So therefore, the Rocky Branch site is now being decommissioned. Whereas the County Parks and Recreation Master Plan called for the development of Youth County Park at that property. Whereas it is fitting and proper to honor both Wendell and Betty with these and all of their other contributions to our country, state, and county. Now therefore be resolved by the County Board of Commissioners in session on August the 1st, 2023, that such new park facility be named Wendell and Betty Dawson Park in their honor, and that appropriate signage be erected and a copy of this resolution be entered into the county records, and a copy be delivered to the honorees. Resolved this first day of August 2023, signed by the Board of Commissioners Chairman John Daniel, Commissioner Horton, Commissioner Saxon, Commissioner Thomas, and myself, and attested by our county clerk, Holly Stevenson.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted from July 11th and July 25th.
Second. Motion is second, any discussion?
Aye.
The next item is zone of hearing action. First, we read on office 23-002, this is school building training LLC, change conditions, case number 5693, 2.13 acres of 1020 James and Woodward, property. Mr. Chairman, we'll step out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Again, this is rezone P23-01204 Portland Training LLC, applicant owner. It's located at Jamestown Boulevard, B06P0028. Currently zone P1 in the Civic Center character area, and they're requesting a change of conditions of approval from rezone case 5693 to allow for an office building and gym building. This is the concept plan that is in your application packets, showing the two buildings. This is the previous concept plan showing a retail building, L-shaped retail building, and it's located on the property. These are represented photos that were submitted with the application. And staff recommends conditional approval with our standard 3 conditions. Planning Commission recommends approval of the same conditions. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Frank Pittman, live at 1400 Saxon Road. I'm here tonight representing the buyers of the property, who are also here tonight as well. Drew and Ashley Hill. Ashley is a Oconee County resident. Drew's working on that, so we're about to get him over here as well. They currently own a contracted office over in Athens. They want to move to Oconee, and so we're excited about that. Anything we do to get business over here is good. As Guy mentioned, this property is zone B1 currently. It was approved for a little strip retail center. This corridor has changed over the years in the last decade since this was approved. Retail hadn't done very well out there. There's still some empty retail space. So the chances of retail coming to the property is pretty slim. We're here to ask for changing the conditions, keeping the existing B1 zoning, and allowing for an office building and a gym building. It would be a decrease in traffic from the retail was built. It would also be a decrease in water and sewer usage. As Guy mentioned, planning commission both recommend approval, and we're here to ask y'all's approval here tonight. And I know there are any questions, and as I mentioned, the buyers are here. There are any questions.
Anyone else wish to speak for the rezone? Does anyone wish to speak against? With that, we'll close public comments. Any questions from commissioners? We're entertaining a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve rezone P23-020 Coordinated Training LLC, changing conditions for case number 5693, 2.13 acres, 1020 Jamestown Boulevard, Lincoln. Give it vacant property with 3 conditions.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve rezone P23-020 with 3 conditions. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, motion carried. Next item is special use P 23-116, Prince Avenue Baptist Church. This is changing conditions for case number 777, scheduled for 4 acre, 2201 rejection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Again, P23-0116, Prince Avenue Baptist Church. This is located off of Monroe Highway, B02012BC. currently zoned AG in the community village character area. And again, this is a change of conditions to the prior special use 7786 to construct a gymnasium and associated parking. These are the represented photos submitted with the application. Staff recommends a conditional approval with the freestanding conditions, and planning commission also recommends approval with the same conditions. Thank you.
All right, from the owner of land.
Good evening, my name is Jesse West, I'm with Carter Engineering, and I'm here on behalf of Prince Avenue. We live at 54 Ashford Road, and the Prince Avenue Athletic Director is also here, so if you have any questions about the department, about athletics, or the school. But as Mr. Henry mentioned, this is part of the Prince Avenue Christian School campus, and as you very well know, being in the county, schools, they tend to grow. And with that growth, we can't always determine when or how fast that's going to happen. With Prince Avenue, it has happened very fast. And with new growth comes the need for new facilities and new developments. And that's exactly what we're asking for right now, is for the approval to do this gymnasium. Because the gymnasium that we have now, I think was built back in 2005. So 20 years of growth, we need a new facility, and we need more parking to adhere to that facility. And that's why we're here today, and that's why we're asking for this request. So if you have any questions, please let us know, and if you have any concerns, we will address those as. Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak for the special use? Anyone wish to speak against? Okay, we'll go and vote for the comments. Any questions for Commissioners? Any motion?
Make a motion to approve special use P 230116, Prince Avenue Baptist Church Incorporated, change conditions for case 7787, 10.41 acres, 2201 North Jackson Road, with the 3 conditions.
Second.
Motion second to approve special use. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is variance request B 230116. This is a second driveway service, second driveway service proposed second within 6 months acres, 1,400
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. Again, this variance, P 230136, Manager Jennifer Hammock. It's located off of Duck Creek Road, it's parcel A 01013D. Currently zoned AG in the Country States Character area. And again, the request is variance to UDCR 10.1202D2, which requires 200 feet of road frontage for driveway on County Road, Street Road. This is the concept plan that you have in your application package showing the additional driveway entrance for an accessory structure. And staff recommends approval, which does meet the necessary conditions to grant with one condition.
Hey, good evening, Ryan Hamlin, 1400 Dove Creek Road. My wife and I are hoping to add a second driveway, be able to add an accessory building, and be a barn-like structure, which is typical for most other homes on our street. Happy to answer any other questions.
Anyone else wish to speak for the variance? Anyone wish to speak against? That will be a vote for the comments. Any questions from Commissioners? Any questions?
Make a motion to approve variance P 23-0136, Jennifer Hammock, adding the second driveway to service proposed accessory building, 6.06 acres, 1,400 Dove Creek Road, residential, with one condition. Second.
Motion second to approve variance for P 23-0136 with one condition. Discussion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Next item is the single confirmation of 2023 tax levy for Veteran Defense
Chairman, Board, the Board of Education has their deliberating at 15:20 mils last night. And transmitted on so that the Board of Commissioners can confirm.
Any questions? With that, motion,
Motion to confirm 2023 tax millage levy for Oconee County Schools maintenance and operations.
Second. Motion second to confirm the tax millage rate for Oconee County Schools. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item is approval of issues of Oconee Water Sewer Authority revenue bonds. Related to Greenville Park Project Series 2020. Execution and delivery of a supplemental revenue contract with Oconee Water Sewer Authority and other related matters.
I think most appropriately we'll recognize Andrew Tritt to tell us his piece.
Nice to be with you guys. I'm Andrew Tritt, Stephen Nicholas. We had a wonderful day in the bond market. What really enabled us to do that was y'all's recent bond rating upgrade. So for those who don't know the audience, which is very few, you guys were upgraded to AAA. You were one of 7 counties in Georgia that have that rating. The state is also a AAA bond rated entity. You are the second smallest AAA county in the nation by Moody's, both by population and by budget size. So that really just goes to show you that you're doing things right, and to the extent that people aren't patting you on the back, I'll pat you on the back. Moody's decided that you had a healthy financial position, prudent budget management, ongoing economic development, and so I think that our rating call, Justin and Melissa, really shined in the moment and discussing all the things that's going on in the county during that call. Just always a collective effort for Oconee County. We had a wonderful day in the market. We sold enough bonds to fund $12 million into the project fund. We had orders for more than $40 million of bonds across 20 different institutional investors. It was well received. These bonds are maturing from 2039 to 2047. It just sort of fits into your debt service profile that where it has a minimal impact on the county. The bond yield for that was 4.11%, which was anticipated. We were actually able to push the yield down slightly in the later hours this morning. So all wonderful things to report. Jim Woodward is here just to kind of give you a rundown on the legal matters. But if you have any questions on the fees, please let me know now. Thank you.
Jim Woodward again, law firm Greg Little Woodward, the bond counsel for the transaction. Andrew's got the exciting part, I got the boring part. All you need to do is adopt or make a motion to approve the resolution as presented. I'll lock in the rates and we'll be closing on August 10th.
This, the resolution is almost identical to what we adopted previously, just to check the dates and numbers. You're approving the official statement, you're approving the bond purchase agreement, all the things have to be approved, and most importantly, you're authorizing John Stein. So as Jim said, the motion to approve the bond resolution.
Any questions on this side? Okay,
Make a motion to approve the bond resolution as submitted.
Second.
motion second to approve the bond resolution. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Does any commissioner wishing now to remove the consent? That will entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as submitted.
Okay. You have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We do not have any executive session, so Commissioner Sacks.
Motion adjourned.